So it is currently the 30th. I know it's the future, and this video is going to take place in the past. And yeah, we got a little bit to catch up on, but we got to talk about what happened here on vacation. Okay, so it's currently 6 a.m. I have to be quiet because my girlfriend's sleeping downstairs, but yeah, I have a flight to catch in about 4 hours, and I'm about to hit a wicked setback in my fitness goals, but you know what? That's okay. I'm still gonna do yoga right now. Let's go do some yoga. I think doing anything is better than doing nothing. Oh yeah, it's Wednesday. I should probably say something. So it's day 3 of the cut now. Diet's been pretty good. This has been amazing and keeping me alive. So we need to talk about what happened on vacation. So this video will be a little more structured than episode 2, but in a nutshell, I went to a music festival in the southern US, and if we know anything about the southern US, it's that minimum wage hasn't changed in decades, everyone is super friendly and inviting, and of course, the food choices are all delicious. Yeah. And when I say delicious, I mean very unhealthy. I tried to deliver some food to our hotel that was even just a little bit healthy, but it was literally all fast food within the radius of the hotel. Also, look at this shit. I have never seen fast food do an all-you-can-eat buffet. Where was I? I mean, I was in Kentucky, so it kind of makes sense for it to be a KFC. All right, so day 1 of the vacation. As you can see, the southern US has amazing dietary options. This is, yeah, I chose the wrong time to cut. Not only that, but I didn't have any energy and I had to conserve all of my energy for the festival because you are in the sun all day with no shade, you have to stand for multiple hours if you want to see anything, and I gotta say, it was pretty brutal on my body and it was definitely more of like an endurance thing. Like lifting weights is one thing, but standing for multiple hours? That's a whole other thing. It was because of this that I didn't do any workouts. Also, the hotel gym pretty much only had treadmills, which is not very useful to me because I was going to be walking all day anyway, so... Boys, not gonna lie, I'm extremely bloated. It's like day 3 or 4. Haven't even made any videos because I've just been so busy and tired. But yeah, eating McDonald's for multiple days, it hurts. I'm probably back like 2 weeks of progress. But anyways, this is going to be a shorter episode, and I just want to talk to you about what happened while I was away, why I missed a week, what happened on vacation, what happened to my diet. There was a lot that happened. And yeah, I definitely got set back a week, maybe 2 weeks at most. But it's very short term, and I'm happy to report that I'm back to my usual diet, and I'm feeling much better. Alright, so I'm gonna take a page out of one of my own videos where I talk about overcoming setbacks, and I apply it here where I knew I was gonna be out of my routine for a while. I mean, as you can see on my face, I kinda actually have a little bit more acne than usual, like on my chin and stuff, just because of all the bad foods that I ate. It's almost like a reminder of the bad foods that I ate, and honestly, it kinda makes me want to binge less anyway, so hey, it's not the worst thing. Okay, anyways, I wanted to talk about how I overcame this setback while I was on vacation, and choices that I actively made to try and minimize the damage that was gonna be made, because there was gonna be damage, and there was. But yeah, hopefully these tips help you so that you don't completely lose all momentum and you're still able to come back if you decide to go on vacation and the foods aren't the greatest. Okay, so one thing that I did is I did not allow junk food in the house so that I cannot rebound when I come back. I had to do groceries because my fridge was completely empty, and if you've ever gone on vacation, you know that you gotta empty that bitch. You can't leave food in the fridge, it's just gonna go rotten. So when I went to do groceries, I forced myself to only buy the essentials. Only buy the foods that you know are healthy, like your lentils and your fruits and vegetables and your chicken and all that stuff. I did not allow myself to buy any junk food. I even deleted DoorDash because I was DoorDashing a lot to our hotel room because, like I said, there was nothing within walking distance, and even if it was just fast food. So I couldn't even deliver any food if I wanted to. Now, I'll be honest, I did DoorDash some poke when I came back, but that was when we had zero food in the fridge, and I'll let that slide. It won't happen again. Okay, next thing is that if you have a choice between something healthy and something unhealthy, don't feel like you have to make the healthy choice, but also don't disregard it. So what I'm talking about is on the festival grounds, they had a ton of food options ranging from all sorts of diets, you know, like they pretty much had a food for everybody, which was honestly amazing. So while I was there, I did try and pick the healthier foods when I could. Instead of getting fried chicken or deep fried foods all the time, they had poke bowls, and they even had an acai smoothie bowl, which was honestly amazing. These little decisions may seem insignificant at the moment, but us long-term thinkers, we know the impact. We know that you're gonna regret this in the future. It may be delicious for like 5 minutes, but it's not going to be great for you in a few hours or even days. It's not good to think short term all the time, but of course, you have to have some pleasure in the moment. So if you want to eat some junk food, I'm not saying don't eat junk food. I'm not perfect. Everybody eats junk food. Just limit it. I mean, this is pretty much common sense. Try and keep that shit to a minimum. And finally, I did not beat myself up over a few days of bad eating. Everybody has those bad days. I was just talking about it. I could have easily derailed myself and just eaten pure garbage even when I came back, but I didn't. And I also could have beaten myself up for eating some garbage at all, but I didn't. The key is balance, and you have to realize that you aren't perfect, and you never will be. It's not a bad thing, it's just the reality of being a human being. You will make mistakes, and you have to accept yourself for those mistakes that you make, or you will be unhappy for the rest of your life. As dark as that sounds. This not only applies to dieting, but pretty much everything in life. I know this kind of sounds like a life lesson, but this is important, so listen up. If you beat yourself up over these little things all the time, you'll only make yourself more likely to relapse and do more of the bad thing you're trying to quit doing. Acceptance of these little things is one of the key ways to improve your mental health, and as we all know, good mental health is probably the #1 way to make you do things that you want to do. There's a reason that I'm focusing so much on this, and it's because this is how I avoided a rut after my vacation. It's been a week now from today. It's currently Monday the 2nd, and I feel perfectly fine. I'm right back into the groove. It's because I accepted that, yeah, like I'm gonna eat garbage and I'm fine, and look at me, I'm way back in my diet. I'm already starting to lose a little bit of fat, which I'm happy about, and I hope you get the point. Whoa, he's recording in a new place and he's copying Sam with the microphone on the hat, and he's even wearing a hat in the first place. Whoa, who is this guy? I just wanted to change it up, I didn't want to do talking head all the time in the usual setup. Also, it's really nice out, gives good lighting. I know it's a weird background, ignore it. But I don't want you to watch this thinking that you have to be strict all the time. Clearly, I'm not. But as long as you're able to be strict at least 80 or 90% of the time, having a few cheat meals here and there is perfectly acceptable. I literally got a burrito the other day and I had some Korean, and you know what? It's not the best food for me. I get it. But the thing is, I didn't choose the grossest shit. I mean, burritos are not actually that bad if you get the right fillings. Choose the low-fat sauces, all this shit. You can optimize your foods. But as long as you don't let it snowball to multiple cheat days or even weeks, you'll be fine. Yeah, like I said, I slowed down my progress by probably a week, maybe 2 at most, but I had a lot of fun in the end, and I didn't let these little things like my diet ruin the experience for me, because this was like an experience of a lifetime, I would say. I mean, look at this lineup. Now, if you're not into punk or rock or metal, this probably means nothing to you, but I got to see most of these bands within a 4-day span. That's insane. This would have been thousands of dollars in concert tickets, and I was able to see it for like a fraction of the price. I've probably seen more bands than people have seen their entire lifetime. But that point aside, I don't regret my diet being a little bad for just like a 4-day weekend. Alright, so I don't think I'm gonna do a lift this time. I don't know, I kind of got back and I'm still getting into it, and you know what, now that it's been a couple weeks, my energy's starting to drop off, so the lifts aren't going to be that good, and I'll probably still record them from time to time, but hey, hope you guys have been enjoying the series so far, and if you have any suggestions or anything at all, like I'd love to hear your ideas or anything. But yeah, let's see what episode 4 has in stock for us. Okay, so it's currently like 10:30 at night. I'm just doing a brisk walk for my cardio, because cardio is good. Yeah, try not to get hit by that car over there, so